I hope everyone blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my love to you and welcome, and to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for dropping the comments, and being able to know we all are relating. Things are just like going off all over the place. It just feels like hell is like extremely broke loose. So just being able to, go with the flow, basically. Um, but as that is being said, much love to you. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know moi, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your impact, the gift, and how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative, uplifting to you, and gives you good vibes that you would really love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are, going through, trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It is so greatly appreciated. Y'all been needing it. I know y'all been needing it too. So I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to in the background is called Tibetan Healing Meditation, Release Emotional Pain, 741 hertz, remove negative energy, binaural beats. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101 Heyokas, signs to look for when your guys give to know you will overcome and merge victoriously. We're all going through different stages of our lives that can feel overwhelming, very stressful. It just seems like you're all over the place. You're trying to seek balance in your life. You're trying to keep yourself grounded. And it's kind of hard with all this, this I don't know why I want to keep saying carnivores. Coronavirus, going on. It's like, well, I don't really feel like I have any we have anything to worry about. Because anytime I leave the house, I always have a protective bubble on and everything. So I really, I'm not worried about anything like that, because I feel like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But it is like they will keep constantly sending you, sending you signs from different things that is going on in your life, because a lot of times it's hard, to stay, positive, going through everything that is taking place in your life. You're really trying to allow yourself to let go of what happened yesterday, or the things that has brought you on your path. A lot of us are still healing from that, trying to have, peace and harmony and part your ways with it. Being able, you know um being able to see the things that had taken place, how it has changed your life positively. When I allow myself to really see the things that has taken place, yeah, it hurt like hell. But when I allow myself to see things for what they truly are, I've been able to help a lot of people going through a lot of different things in their life, and trying to be able to help them maintain peace and, upliftment, around their aura, around their space. Being able to be blessed to have the gifts I have, to be able to help, you know, give people their peace and understanding on why certain things had to happen, the things to look for in their life, the things that they need to focus on, or the things that they need to cut ties with. Because I'm doing all the same things. It's not like, oh, I'm already there. They don't want me to wait until I'm all, successful and doing all these different things. I'm going through different stages of my life through positive changes, and just like you are. I allow myself to look at times, because it's not every day is a positive day for me. And I tell y'all that real quick. There's times that y'all have seen me when I've gone through different things. There's times you don't see me get upset about the things that I'm going through, or just trying to seek peace in my mind. Because that your mind and your thoughts can be your worst enemy. It could be your great comforter, but it also can be your worst enemy. But you have to allow yourself to see everything that has taken place in your life that brought you on this path, that allowed you, it guided you to be able to understand your spiritual needs, your gifts that you have, being able to have that empathic understanding of what your purpose is, heading towards the missions that they're trying to guide you towards. Those are the things they want you to start seeing. When you start seeing that and you're allowing yourself to see everything had a reason for happening the way it happened. There's a lot of people there, there's been, connected with me, and they're just starting to find out more things about me. Like, Roslyn, I didn't know this. And I thought they knew, So it's just like when they start asking questions, I know the universe has sent that to me just to see how I'm going to respond to it. And it's like, I'll tell them a little snippet about the things that's going on, but I'm like, hey, you watch this video, I'll tell you about the things that I had to deal with to get on this path, or, the bigger picture of what helped me come towards this way. I said, I don't want to keep talking about the things that I've endured, because if I keep harping on those things, just let me know I'm not really letting the things go. So I don't talk bad about my mom's ex and his wife. I don't talk about the things that has happened, to brought me here. Because I always tell people, when they start knowing more about me and, things that they see, if they're, um, they go on Facebook or something like that. Because I know uh, there's people I've been knowing a year or two that I did have on my, I do have on my Facebook, and they were like, Rosa, wait a minute, we didn't know this, we didn't know that. And, I said, I thought y'all were putting two and two together. But, these things had to take place. So when you're allowing yourself and you're really going through some really trying times, you know what I'm saying? It takes you to have to take that breathing, that breathing moment, um, to take place when you allow yourself to look at all the things that has connected towards your life, that has gave you a different perspective on how to look at things. Because if you keep looking at them in a negative type way, that's all you're gonna have is negative vibes. Trust me, I know, I've been there. It's just like things that goes on in my, my past relationship with my daughter's father, as well as my ex. It was 20 years, 21 years, and that's a long time to be with somebody. And there's times I used to say, oh, I feel stupid because of this and this and that. But these are the things I had to learn. I didn't have, I'm not trying to, put everything on, my upbringing, but in a way it does have something to do with my upbringing. If you have, um, even when your parents are not together, but you have a parent that, you're have somewhat of a healthy relationship. Because I feel like, if you have children, I always feel like the father should be there for the daughter, no matter what. He needs to teach her, this is, he has respect for the mother. And it was just like I was watching Dar Man's videos the other day, and this guy was being really rude to his ex-wife, and it was like, look, I'm not, she offered her, hey, you want to go to Disneyland with us, um, we're all just gonna have fun. He was like, why am I gonna do that with you? I'm divorced. Me and you are divorced. Why we should do that? And it's not like she was doing it like, hey, let's meet up or anything. Let's just do something as a family, which I had no problem doing. You know what I'm saying? If you can co-parent like that and y'all in a healthy headspace, that's all for it. But long as y'all ain't getting into it where you're married, and that might cause an issue. But allowing the father to be able to let the children, especially with the girls, allow them to see, this is how a man's supposed to treat you. You know what I'm saying? This is how a man's supposed to treat you. Regardless if if the marriage didn't work out, sometimes it's like that, but you still have good terms with that, and then as well as, even when y'all break up, y'all should be able to still be, y'all can still be able to coexist, or whatever you want to call it, to where y'all can have that steady, healthy relationship because of the children. But it's just like all those different things. I did not have that. My mom did, the best she could as a single parent, which I didn't give her. I stressed the hell out of my mom. So all the different things that has taken place in my life, I appreciate what those things taught me. If I allow myself to, look at the, the things that I used to do, the things that I used to say about things that has taken place in my life, even though I felt like, oh, I've healed from them. But when you allow yourself to heal, there's no need for you to have to keep bringing those things up, because it was just like, the universe will send people towards my way, and they were like, well, what happened to this, what happened to that? And I said, well, I really don't get into that, but here's a video and you can go look at it, and that's what happens. And it's just like, it's not like I'm trying to be rude, but if I'm going to make peace in my heart, make peace in my mind, to know these things has brought me to a better place, even though these are tragic situations that I was placed in. I have to look at the good as well as the bad, but look at these tragedies has brought so many blessings to me. I've been able to connect with so many people around the world, help them seek peace and guidance within themselves, within their path, being able to have that spiritual gift, you know, to be able to help them see, well, these things are taking place in your life, there's a big shift coming, or something like that, where their family from the other side is telling me, hey, can you reach out to them, because they're needing that confirmation to take place in their life. And we've been trying to send them stuff, but they usually listen to you. So it's just like, when I allow myself to see the things that I've done in somebody's life, it doesn't make me feel arrogant or give me a big head, but just basically being able to appreciate that I can be somebody else's blessing in their life during their time of storms, and that's another thing that the universe will allow you to see. That is another key, when you're allowing yourself to not worry about what other people are thinking or what their thoughts on about you doing your life. Because at the end of the day, people can give you advice, but if they are not the one who has to subject to the consequences after that device, not device, but advice. I always tell people, if I've been through this, okay, this is what I did. But if I have never been through this, I said, look, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if this happened to me, that's my opinion. But it's all up about what you decide to do. Because when you're allowing yourself to see the things that has taken place in your life, look at the positive. It's so easy to be negative. It's so easy to have doubt. It's so easy to have uncertainty, fear, all that stuff. But when you can allow yourself to look at it from a different perspective, yes, these things has taken place, but look at the tragedies has taken place. It made you so much stronger within your gifts. You're allowing yourself to be open. So when you're being open, it allows your gifts to become stronger, and you're getting more intuitive. Your tuition, I mean, not tuition, intuition is, guiding you towards your way. And that's another thing that, the spirit guides want you to know. They send them things through, synchronicities. You're actually doing things selflessly. Even though these bad things has happened in your life, and it may feel like, when certain things went in my way, I used to get in my feelings. It's like, I tell the universe, I said, I've done so much good, and I'm trying to allow myself to maintain this peace in my heart as well as my mind for the things that's taking place. But why do I feel like, I'm doing so much positive things in the world, but I have people that I really trusted just stab me in my back. And it's just like, you know, um, people are going to be people. There's a lot of times that we feel like there's people that we won't even be able to live without, because we've been friends, we've been family members, all these different things. Could have been a best friend, it could have been a partner. Certain things are not meant to stay like that. You're on a journey, they served a purpose in your life. You have to allow yourself to part ways with those things. Things happen that way. And you have to allow yourself to make peace when you start making decisions and you're not stressed out about it. That's another thing, because they're letting make peace of things that you want in your life. Make peace with the things that's going to fulfill your life. Don't allow yourself to stay connected towards somebody that might end up blocking you from your next chapter in your life. Or you're allowing yourself to make peace with everything that's taking place in your life. Not allowing yourself to be trying to seek vengeance, allowing yourself to be judgmental towards people. Because when I look at things that's taking place, it can be easy for me to point the fingers because of what has taken place in my life. But yes, these things has happened to me, but the things that I can truly reap the benefit of it allowed me to grow, so much spiritually, and allowing me to see I'm nowhere near the person I was when I first started, you know, um, my journey, and I mean, there's days that I go on my emotional rants at times, but then I allow myself to, universe is like, you go ahead, because there's a lot of things that I didn't like after all the things that has happened, like when I allowed myself to, part ways with my addictions, I started gaining a little bit of weight because I was going through very bad depression. And I went through emotional eating. And then it was just like I'm happy that my dad was spiritually there for me. He always told me you're very beautiful. Things like this happens. Nobody's perfect. That is not going to make me stop loving you because you done gained a few pounds. He said you're not fat. I'm like, I'm kind of fluffy, daddy. I'm just like, I'm fluffy, but because I've been so small. But it was around that time I didn't really eat that much. I would either smoke cigarettes or chain smoke cigarettes or chain smoke weed. But universe, as well as my loved ones, is telling me you shouldn't be hard on yourself because you're dealing with everything as at a sober mind. You're allowing yourself to be free from your addictions for you to think clearly towards the changes that has taken place in your life. That it wasn't something that was easy for you to deal with because you dealt with so many different things at that time. So when I had the universe to be able to reinsure me, you know these things happen, but you have to allow yourself to really see what is being shown to you. You're facing everything. There's times I don't ran from things, but I'm allowing myself to face it, not allowing myself to get angry because it's just like there were so many indications that you need to let this go. Even though you may not speak on it, at times it will still be in your thoughts, and that can block you as well. Yeah, it can be hurtful for the people that you really admired, really trusted, that they, turn their back on you or they did some really try stuff. It happens, it shows. It's just things like that happen. When it comes to dark situations, shows people's true intentions when it comes to things. And you have to be appreciating those because it showed you how this person feels about you. Where do you stand in those people's lives? And not all connections were meant to be there like that. They all serve their purpose. So when you're allowing yourself to become with that change, that's uh that's when the spirit guides are letting you know, hey, you're going to get over this. You're going to overcome this. You're going to be so victorious. Not allowing yourself to worry about, people trying to block you, or people are trying to get into the things to make sure that they can distract you from the blessings we're trying to give you. You're allowing yourself to make that change. Just like you do your part, and you don't have to worry about what people are doing to trying to distract you or block you from your blessings and stuff like that, because I really don't interact with people on that positive level like that. Not a positive level, I meant personal level like that. I really try not to talk about it. You know, things has happened, and it's just like right around this time. It's like because my dad's anniversary is coming up next month, so I'm really trying to allow myself to stay at that positive uh, vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to allow myself, right before I was doing my videos, I slept in late. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Because it's like when I get ready to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden the thoughts start running. And then my daggone animals, at least up here, be howling right outside my door at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I get so aggravated because then I can't go back to sleep. So it's just a lot. So I had to allow myself to raise my frequency, because I'm just like, look, I got to get ready to do these videos and stuff like that. So while my mind was working, they had me writing all type of content down. And I said, you know what, I understand and I appreciate everything that they showed me, because when you allow yourself to look at every situation that has taken place in your life, and you're seeing all the positive that has taken place, that has took you a lot, took you further down the path. When you're allowing yourself to even look at your tragedies as a blessing, you know a lot of times when you're going through things, and it could be a breakup or something like that, because number one, if you're going through things like this and you're on your path, that means that they got something set up for you down the road. But you have to allow yourself to heal from these different things. They'll even have people on your path that are going through the same thing, so you can see it from the outside and understand this is what it looks like when you do it. Or you're helping people that needed to help you get towards that next path, because a lot of times you can connect with somebody and help lifting them up, and you're doing it selflessly, not doing anything to want something back, but that is helping you towards your next chapter, that you're closing things. You will see how certain things has taken place in your life. You have felt that big shift, and when that big shift has occurred, you start seeing things were coming to you weren't expecting. You have had that peace of mind where, there may be days that you might be in your feelings or getting a little emotional. I do it all the time, but it's like now, if I cry, it's because I'm grateful because there's so many, I was in a dark place for a long time. Even though I'm not exactly where I want to be at, no, that doesn't mean I'm not close to it. Not allowing people and this trying to connect with me, there's trying to go out their way to hurt me or try to block me. I don't allow myself to engage in that anymore because it happens so much. But then I was inviting that in. But when the universe is allowing you to see what's taking place in your life, a lot of times it will show you see what this person is doing. Now look what's happening. Now we're not telling you to just go over there and say something to them or just harp your thoughts onto that. We just need to show you and give you that heads up. They're not doing good for you, or they are not looking for they're not putting your best interest at heart. So these are the things we're spotlighting for you but you need to keep going. Now we're just giving you that little heads up about what was taking place in your life, and you see that they're trying to manipulate the situation. So I said, okay, it was hurtful, but then I'm just like, all right, but I'm grateful that they showed me that, give me the heads up. Not even being mad at the people that have done those things to me, because it's all taught me a good lesson. Any other time I would have cussed somebody out, I'm like, how dare you do that to me? Especially if I know I've helped you and I never did anything for that to happen. I've always had a lot of that happen to me. But then I also had a lot of people that were actually appreciating the things that I did, and we still connect like that. So, I still appreciate the good as well as the bad because it done taught me a lot. And I'm not allowing myself to feel like, oh, I wish I didn't talk to that person. I wish I never connected, because everybody connects for a reason. They're in your life to help you learn, or you're helping them. They're teaching you something, or they're teaching you, or they're hurting you for you to be able to understand that hurt and that pain, but also bounce back from that hurt and that pain. And, there's people that are still there to support you. So all of these connections is coming together for a reason. But for me to be able to keep getting guided towards that, I'm meeting so many people. There, y'all are so, appreciating the videos that I put out, because there's a lot of times I spotlight things that you could be currently going through, and you're just needing that confirmation to be able to say, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay, even though all this hell breaking loose right now. But things had to go this way for certain reasons. You can't question what universe has got going on. You can't do that. You just have to allow yourself to just roll with it. Allow yourself to do what you need to do to keep yourself safe, keep your family safe. It's not going to always have, you're not going to always have bad days, but you're not always going to have any good days. When you allow yourself to see, if you're going through all these intense changes, and there's a lot of times where you end up seeking yourself in bad vibes, or things start happening where it's like, it becoming a domino effect of negative things that's taking place in your life. That universe is telling you need to seek balance in your life. You need to align yourself, take that time out for yourself. Because at times I feel like I can get stretched thin because there's so much I do. If it's not, I'm doing the videos, I do stuff around here. Then I'll talk to people on the side. I answer emails and stuff like that, to be able to give that, that guidance towards people, as well as doing it for myself and as well as my kids and stuff like that. But I enjoy what I do. I feel like I've came a long way. I've grown in so many different ways. I'm allowing myself to change because I used to hold on to things a lot. And, that can block your blessings when you're allowing things that has taken place in your life and you hold on to those things. Because it took me a real long time when I found out the truth. That hurt me like hell, especially if it had something to do with somebody and it was family. Immediate family is that. But then when I allow myself to see that, they just showed me the strength that I've always had to try to break me down. But they helped me break down the molds that was placed on me. I'm doing my part. They're playing their part. And, I'm, knowing I'm the shit. What I'm saying to myself, you are the shit. No, disrespect or anything like that. But when you allow, enemy coming left, right, but you're allowing yourself not to be pressed. You're not allowing yourself to be bothered by other people's evil doings. As long as you're not going tit for tat for them, what they do to you is their karma. How you respond to that karma that they're trying to place on you is your karma. So if you allow yourself, don't say nothing. Even when you think it, just look and just give it to God. And that's all you can do, because it's like it's already working in your favor anyway. Because it's like when I had stuff going on, I said, look, I'm over here minding my daggone business, and here this person go, trying to sit up here and put sabotage all up in my mix. Don't even worry about it. You keep going. You When you know you're secure and your change, you're secure and where you trying to level yourself up to, because you're ascending every day. You're not even the same person you were when you first started watching this video, because your mind is going. You're allowing yourself to see the change that you want to place in your life. You're allowing yourself to match your vibrations in for that change that you're needing in your life. And when you're allowing yourself to match up to the vibrations that's being sent to you, or the signs that's being sent to you, that's another way of letting you know that things are going to be okay for you. You're going to be very victorious. You just going to be jumping poles. And when you allow yourself to really go through that change that is taking place, I mean, there's times when I see things that have really happened in my life, and I start getting emotional about it, not in a bad way, but in a good way, because I see the bigger picture. I always wanted to know, what was my purpose here? Am I just going to be existing or whatever? But I did not even realize this is what my purpose was going to be. And I love what I do. Because there's a lot of times I done head out and did different things in my life, and I did not feel fulfilled. Like, if I liked it, it was something that I liked for a hot minute, and then it was just like, oh, I already see that I ain't about to be here this long, because these folks keep trying to piss me off and I can't deal with it. They trying to control me. I don't do that, you know. So when I allow myself to see everything has happened for a reason. You had to be placed in certain places to see how you rub people the wrong way, because you're mirroring out things that they need to pay attention to in their life, or you're calling them out on certain things that they need to heal from, and they just don't like you for that. But that's all right. You keep showing your truth. If people want to hide behind masks or being a carbon copy, allow them to do that by themselves. You keep being you. Be the realest you can possibly be. But you are getting signs left and right to let you know, even though you might be going through some hard times now, those hard times are going to create you a bigger strength than you ever even imagine you are. Because it's just like anything that you've been asking for is already yours. And it's just like, but when you finally get it, it's going to be way more than you asked for, just because of all the things you have had to deal with, all the things you had to separate from. And that's your unjust awards. When people want to be jackasses towards you, don't you? I mean, a lot of times you ain't even got to respond to them, and you ain't got to respond to a fool. Silence is like responding to a fool. It just don't have to have anything to be said behind it. But you allow yourself to stay focused. Allow yourself to keep your mind on that track of prosperity, peace of mind, because it's like we've all on that war zone from our egos, our abuse, our neglect, our abandonment. You're already in war with those things, and those things were set in your life. Your life had to be flipped upside down for you to understand, this is what you are, this is what you're going to be, this is what your plans are. Now you got to get rid of this. We all went through like a spiritual amnesia, and those traumas had to be able to trigger those off for you to remember what your purpose was to be here for. So allowing that change to take place in your life, know you are blessed beyond all measures. Even though you may feel like you're in a world of your own, you're not. It's just all about how you tend to look at the change that's taking place. It can be hard for you if you allow it to be hard. Even when people are doing stuff like that, even when we ask for, God, universe, whoever you pray to, please give me the strength and the patience to deal with it. And a lot of times we don't realize that's already been answered, but it's not going to be in the way you expected it to. There's a lot of times where they might make somebody come up just to, snatch a chair off from under you, just to see how you're going to respond to it, you know? And when you allow yourself not to be, not to allow yourself to engage in their BS, that's letting you know you're becoming stronger. And when you have gone through so many different things, you finally get what you wanted, plus more, there's nothing you wouldn't be able to overcome. Only thing I can see somebody going, having issues is like, if your children are getting touched, or somebody is, a loved one's being lost in the family, then those different things, it takes time. So, but allow the change to go in your life. Pay attention to the signs of blessings. They're letting you know that you're about to overcome the things that's been placed on you. Doors are closing, so more windows, and pay attention to the door that is about to open instead of the one that needed to stay closed. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. For the last couple of days, it's been so crazy. I haven't, I try to go to sleep early and still don't lack of sleep. So I'm just really trying here. I'm really trying. So, I'm just trying to do everything I need to do. I still got people I'm trying to do one-on-ones with. I didn't want nobody thinking I'm dodging them or anything like that. I'm like, man, after I do these videos, I'm tired. I'm drained after all that because I'm opening myself up for me to go talk about what they want me to talk about. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Mimi B as well as Mr. Richard Downing and uh, grow through the fire. As much as love to you, and much love to you. I hope all of you and King Heyoka, much love as well. I hope y'all are staying safe. Getting spend time with your family. Do some productive things. Do some positive things. There's so many. A lot of people that are taking their that are being forced to stay home. There's a lot of things that's closing down. I know here. My daughter works at a department store and those are closed down for 2 weeks. And it's just like, I guess Walmart and stuff and them are about to close down. I know I seen an article yesterday and it almost broke my heart seeing a woman go to the, grocery store and everything's empty. And I'm just like, oh hell, this might remind me of the daggone mist or, or the purge or something. I'm like, oh my God, it's just creepy. But y'all stay blessed and stay safe. I know it's like really crazy out there. So drop me a line, give me a thumbs up, share. Um, reach me over at Facebook Messenger if you don't feel comfortable with stating what you got going on here. I do understand because there's a lot of people that hit me up on the side. You can find me at Facebook Messenger. Send me a short text. Let me know you connect with me here. You can find me up under my name. And just shoot me a text. I'm not gonna give out times like that anymore. It's just like if I'm asleep or I'm doing my me time with my kids or something like that. I'm just not gonna respond unless it's something very extremely emergency. So, whatever we talk about is confidential, and I'll help out the best way I can, with what you need on your spiritual quest. So, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line, um, share, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Oh yeah, know you're blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I hope and pray that everything that you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 times more than what you expected it, and it comes so much sooner than you expected it as well. And make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, vibes, and frequencies, because we all need it right now. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.